we're recording, so you can take it away.
Perfect. Thank you. Hi, ladies. How are you?
Good. Hi, Sammy.
Hello.
Hi. So tell me a little bit what made you decide to go on the show.
That is a very interesting story. And ours is a little bit unusual compared to some of the other contestants. So the casting producers actually reached out to us and recruited me from my Instagram, from my Facebook, my social media. And so we were recruited for season 1, right at the end of auditions. And so they rushed us through video process and flew us to LA, and we did challenge builds. And we were there auditioning with Sam and Mark and Boone from season 1. And so it was a really fun experience. We got the call that we had made the part. We made it on the show the same day that we had found out my son had cancer. And so he was 10 at the time. He's doing fantastic now, no problem. But on the phone, I was like, here's what's happening. I withdraw my name. Yeah, we're not coming. And so they stayed in contact with us, checking on his progress and stuff like that. It was very amazing, very supportive. And they saved a spot for us on season 2. And so, everything was crazy with pandemic and we didn't know what was going to happen. But as soon as they got the go ahead, they told us that we were their first phone call. And so that was awesome. And asking us how things were going and if we wanted to be on season 2. And we were like, let's do this.
Nice. And your son's okay though?
Yeah, he's doing fantastic. Doing fantastic.
Thank God. He's what, 11 now, 12? How old is he now?
He's 12 now.
Okay, good. I'm just so glad he's okay. Thank God.
It was scary. Yeah. So we were, it's very sobering when, nothing else in the world matters when your kid's life is on the line. Nothing.
Absolutely. Yeah. And I'm so happy he's okay. And what made you decide to choose your partner?
So they wanted me to find another mom, another Lego mom. And Susan and I had met a couple years before. We both are part of the same Lego users group, Utah Lug. And so we had met at a lug display at the state fair, Utah State Fair.
Utah County Fair.
County Fair,
wow.
County Fair, Utah County Fair. And so, I called her up and I said, hey, can you leave your family for 2 months? That's kind of how that questioning went, to go film this thing with me. And she got back with me and was like, yeah, let's do this. And so lucky me, I got Susan on my team. It was great.
Yeah, you represented the moms and did a great job doing it and looked fabulous doing it too.
Thank you.
And what would you say was the biggest challenge about being on the show itself?
I think that time clock was the biggest challenge for me, not being able to build at my leisure, having to make sure we made that time clock.
The tough thing with that clock is that you can't unbuild and rebuild to modify something to make it better, right? As you go, you're really kind of stuck with first iteration of anything, and you really have to throw things together and make it work. And so all of us were on the same footing. So every single team had a hard time with that time clock. That was kind of our mutual enemy.
Nice. And which was your favorite challenge that you did while on the show?
Oh my gosh, such a good question.
My favorite challenge was the hero shot challenge, where we got to blow something up. Yeah, I think we were very proud of that one, and it turned out really great. And to get to see it explode was fun too.
And the fact that it wasn't our brick that we were destroying, bonus. That was very, very fun. My favorite challenge was the make and shake challenge, because I invented a new way of building that made our building strong enough to survive that shaker plate, the Richter scale. And so it was really fun to invent something amazing on the fly and have it work so amazingly well. We were either going to crash and burn with glory, or it was going to be amazing. And it ended up just working in our favor. And so that was really the highlight of my time on the season there. Brickmaster Jamie complimented that build as he said, I've never seen this technique done before. And so to get that compliment from designer at Lego, Brickmaster Jamie was amazing and truly the highlight of my season. So it was, every single build had something amazing for us to learn from. And it was so much fun to do. And it was also really, really fun seeing what everybody else built too. And so it's a really hard question to answer.
I can imagine. Yeah. And what about working with Will Arnett? I mean, he's a funny, handsome guy and just seems to really care about you guys. What was it like working with him?
He was very fun to have come and chat with us at our tables. We didn't get to spend very much time with him, but all of his jokes just lightened the mood. If you were in deep thought trying to build something, he would kind of come and break that up and entertain you for a minute, and he was fun.
He is truly hilarious and really fast on his feet, so he could banter with us. Like, he could take it and he could dish it just as he's amazing, and it was a lot of fun to have interactions with him.
And do you two build Legos with your kids now, or have you always done it?
I've pretty much always built with my kids. That's where I got my start in Lego. And so now that they're older and they're teenagers and we're doing conventions and things, I'm encouraging them to build some projects to take to conventions, and they get to show off what they've made.
It's pretty fun. I love building with my kids. I think they are a little intimidated and don't want to build with me as much. So I build giant statues and giant mosaics and stuff like that. And so they definitely help and pitch in, and it's totally a family activity. It's a lot of fun.
Maybe they'll do a sequel where it's Lego families doing it together. That would be fun.
I would watch that. I'd do that.
Yeah, same. Absolutely. And what's next for you two?
Well, I think our next plan is to hit the convention circuit and get to do some shows, actually get to show people what we can build outside of a time clock.
There's still a time clock.
Oh.
Yeah, conventions. And so we're getting to go to Lego conventions to different states. And we're kind of like planning with the other contestants from the show to which ones we can all afford to go to and meet up. And so there's one this weekend, Brick Rodeo in Houston. And then next weekend is Brick Fair, Virginia. And so I'll be at Brick Fair Rodeo this weekend. Both of us will be at Brick Fair, Virginia. We're also both going to be at Brick Slopes here in Utah, August 27th. And so there's a lot of conventions happening this year now that the world's opening from pandemic. And so I'm really looking forward to not only meeting up with season 2, but season 1 Lego Masters as well. Thanks. Lego Master contestants from season 1 and season 2. That's how we're supposed to say it.
I love it. And who do you think is going to win this season now?
I'm not going to answer that question.
Yeah. No. It's too hard to pick. It's too hard to pick.
You know what, honestly, just the fact that all of us were there for episode 1, we've already decided that we're all winners in this, and we are all part of that Lego Masters family. And so we kind of started out together, like as a unit. And I think that really shows on the show how much we love each other, how much we respect each other, and how encouraging we are to each other. And so, yeah, so I can't pick one person. We're all winners.
I think you are too, and I'm not just saying that. It's just everyone does such a good job this season that it's just we're all winners in one sense or another.
Thank you.
Yes. And where can we find you on social media so we can continue to watch your Legos and stuff and follow you when you're going to conventions?
You can follow me on Facebook at just Susan Earls, EARLS, and on Instagram at Lego Mom of 2, the number 2.
Nice.
And then I'm Jen Raine Smart on all social media. So JenRaine Smart, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, all that.
Beautiful. Well, thank you so much, ladies. It's been a pleasure. I appreciate you. And Jen, my best to your son.
Thank you. He's doing great.
Yep. Yes. Just give him an extra hug from me tonight.
You got it.
Thanks. Bye, you guys.